Welcome, Earthlings! From the minds of Dylan Oltoft and Rob McNair, we bring you Laughing on a Prayer!
Hello there, everybody, and all of our listeners. It's a good thing you can't see us because we're incredibly ugly.
Hallo, all die einer coolen Katze und Kerzen.
I hope that was an accent and not some form of some sort of weird tick.
Nein.
Everybody, I hope you're enjoying my new guest today. This is Hans Freudenstrudel Perf.
Hallo.
Yes, so Hans Strudel Google. Thank you for being on the show.
Willkommen.
Did you quite have to murder Rob?
Nein.
You didn't, so why is he bleeding on the floor next to me right now?
Well, you see, there was a certain problem with Rob. The fact is that Rob did some very terrible things. Very terrible things. And therefore, Rob decided that he no longer had the right to exist on this planet. And now you have me.
Oh, well, thank you very much, but using the box cutter on his penis was a little bit harsh, wasn't it? I mean, that it took him a good hour to bleed to death, and quite frankly, it stopped being funny after 40 minutes.
Yeah, but you know what they say is that, if you enjoy your work, then you never work a day in your life.
Quite indeed. Well, I'm very glad to have you. Oh, Hans, I think Rob's coming back from the dead, and I think it's time he fucking introduced himself.
Oh, no. No, he is not. Oh, my God. Nice. Yeah, see?
Rob,
I am fucking unkillable.
Yes, did you have to put your disembodied cock in his mouth and choke him to death, though?
No, I did not. But I chose to.
That is really the best way to kill a Nazi. I wish that, Magneto in X-Men First Class, when he was hunting Nazis, had done that. He just chopped it off and choked them with it.
That would have been called XXX-Men. I think.
Brokeback Magneto. Hello there, listeners, and welcome to Laughing on a Prayer. Once again, I'm sorry to say you have me, Dylan Oltoft, and our lovely... Sorry, I've forgotten your name.
Oh shit. My name's Donald.
Okay, we're a bit worried about where this next one's going.
Yeah, you might have heard of me before. Duck.
Oh, thank God. Weirdly enough, someone else more appropriate of leading. Welcome to Laughing on a Prayer, where we're going to have some laughs, we're going to have some cries, and we're going to have sex with some pies.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think I brought the key lime with me, Rob?
Because it's thick, it's creamy, but most of all, it's cheap.
There you go. You can't have a flat earth when the earth's so thick as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got that booty, yo. The earth be porging. That's the term, is it? Porg?
What the fuck's a porg?
Type it in on Pornhub. Don't do it right now. Viewers, you can't see, but he immediately picked up his phone. Maybe type it in on Google.
I'm going to type it in on Google.
He's going to type it on Google. Okay, this is going to almost be our fun fact of the day. Rob, why don't you tell our listeners what a porg is? Go on. Are you on Urban Dictionary?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Porg. Fat ass white girl. Girl with a fat ass, PH, and is white. Commonly said by males. Example, God damn, look at that porg.
Wait, hang on a sec. Weren't porgs the name of the little things from the Last Jedi?
No,
those little things
Ewoks.
No. I mean, no, not the Last Jedi. You'll think that's Return of the Jedi. In the Last Jedi, when they went to the island that Luke was on, those little things that Chewie ate. I think those are called porgs.
I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of drunk when I saw that film. I've only seen it once, so I don't remember.
Confirm it in the comments, guys.
Chewie eats fat ass white girls.
Oh God, that's canon.
Yeah.
And you know the writer, when he was writing the script, and then Chewie ate the pork out completely, inside. And
do you think they just, substituted his fan fiction for the actual script?
Absolutely. Oh god, does that mean Jabba the Hutt was a porg?
Oh, man. Fucking Jabba the Hutt, man.
Anyone that's into porgs, I just ruined that for you. Umdaga boonda porgisa. That's how we spoke, right? Or I just offended a nation without realising
I think
it.
you've well, you probably might have offended the Hutts, I guess.
And any Star Wars fans who now realise as they're sat there with their porg teddies what that actually means.
I mean, a porg teddy, I don't know what that looks like, but...
Have you never seen those waifu teddies you get? Like those Japanese, like, human-sized waifu teddies that have an anime girl printed on them.
Oh, shit. Yeah. No.
Oh, no, pillows. Waifu pillows. It's like literally full-length size. And it's got a pretty anime girl like Miku from that. I'm guessing.
I don't know who Miku is, but no, I've seen those things.
The Vocaloids. Yes! Here, as you know, we have lots of activities for you guys. But first, since you all loved it so much last time, we're going to be starting our lovely Laughing on a Prayer with what, Rob?
We are going to be starting with the 3 questions, where we ask each other 3 questions and have to answer them.
And this time, it's going to be called Questions. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, every time I'll have a different name and it'll always sound shit.
Yes.
Right then, Rob, if I recall last time you started off the questions before, so now it's my turn to start them off.
Yeah.
Question number 1. If you were Donald Trump's top advisor,
right,
what would be the first piece of advice you give him? Say you've just been hired, it's your first day, you're in the office and all that sort of thing, you got your little suit on.
Yeah.
What's the first bit of advice you give him?
My first bit of advice I give Donald Trump is to get shit tons of tattoos.
What of?
Well, the first one would be get MAGA tattooed across his chest.
in like prison gang fonts.
Yeah, exactly.
MAGA life.
Yeah, and then get wall tattooed on his knuckles. And then he'd probably have to have I think I'd give him like a sort of
Is he having full sleeves here?
Yeah, he's definitely having full sleeves. So I guess like have
maybe like a Hillary Clinton's disembodied head on like a Spartan spear on his back.
I'd probably have like so a full sleeve. I'd have of like
Joe Biden dressed as the guy that was the villain from the second Poltergeist.
No, fucking what's her name?
Greta Thunberg.
Oh, that's no, the prostitute he had sex with. What was her name? Stormy Daniels. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't that an actual? Really?
Yeah, Stormy Daniels. He had sex with.
Is that the name of a rapper?
She might be a rapper now. I don't know. Stormy Daniels. Yeah, like big tattoo of Stormy Daniels as well. And then also on the other arm, get a tattoo of Melania Trump. And then
doing what?
I don't really know. But then on his penis, I would tattoo Trump Tower.
Oh, you know what I hate? DC needs to take that back because in Teen Titans they have the animated show. Their headquarters was a massive T. Maybe they were leasing it out from Trump.
I mean, I suppose they'd be rich enough, right?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if everything in the DC pretty much has to be funded by Batman.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking millionaire Batman.
I was sent a meme on the Facebook before, and it was a screenshot from the animated show, and it was Superman talking to Lex with Batman in the background. He said, "Don't worry, the Justice League will pay for everything." And the second panel was just a zoom in of Batman. And his face, the Justice League will pay for the damages.
The richest.
He's the one that foots the bill for everything, like the Watchtower and that.
Does Wonder Woman even have money?
I can't imagine.
She comes from like Amazonian warrior women. She doesn't have like.
I can't imagine thermopolin silver or whatever they're.
I guess it's silver. You cash it in, cash for gold.
See, that's we'll get that in the Snyder cut, won't we? Wonder Woman in a pawn shop, pawning all her fucking tiaras and her bangles.
I would love to see that, like Wonder Woman doing like everyday stuff. I think that would be hilarious.
If the Avengers can eat fucking shawarma, we can see fucking Wonder Woman, I don't know, maybe getting her nails done. Oh, wait, no, they had something like that in the Wonder Woman movie, didn't they? She went on a shopping montage.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Also, no, I think that would be cool. I think,
I want to see Cyborg get taken in for an MOT. they crank him up and said, "Oh, you've had the lads in here, haven't you?"
Yeah. God.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you imagine trying to quote him on his ship that's broken, and trying to
tech.
he's like, well, you see, the thing is wrong here, mate, is that all right? So you see that you see you've got a little bit wear on your eye right there. Now it's okay for now, but eventually you're gonna have to replace it. So we could replace it now. It's just
I can't even let you walk out of here, literally. It's like he
can't even let you walk out of it.
He even does that mechanic thing. He'll just bump his leg and go, "You hear that thunk? Yeah, that shouldn't be like that."
Yeah.
Okay, right. Question for me.
Question for you. Okay, my question is: you are starring in a buddy cop film.
Oh.
Who is your buddy?
Am I the main star and he's my co-star, or am I the co-star and he's the main star?
Well, no, it's like buddy cop, so it's like Rush Hour, so you're co-starring.
Okay, so I can have anybody. Do I have to choose a Hollywood actor, or can I have anybody?
Anyone you want.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
And I want to be on the mean streets. I want it to be straight out of Compton. I want it to be Training Days. I want that sort of hood.
What, Buzz Lightyear doing meth?
No, that's the thing. He's a cop, so obviously there's a gang war or something, and Buzz walks out with his little laser at everyone as a space ranger, and there's me with my little handgun Buzz, you need to calm down. Space Rangers.
Is Buzz going to be dressed like you, or are you going to be dressed like Buzz?
No, but I'm going to be in a standard cop uniform, and he's going to be in his full space ranger outfit with the extending wings and everything. He'll walk up to a gangster and they'll take off his helmet and he'll do the whole gagging thing and all that sort of thing. And then he absolutely goes psycho, uses his laser to cut the guy in half, and then does some serious messed up shit "We ain't at the academy anymore, Dylan. That's how it's like out here.
Welcome to the toy box, motherfucker."
I've seen things that will turn you plastic. So that is I want to be.
That's pretty good.
Buzz Lightyear on the mean streets, being one of those corrupt cops that.
Oh, would he be a corrupt? Yeah, but dirty.
Dirty Harry.
Oh,
Buzz Lightyear as Dirty Harry. 44 laser, the most powerful thing in the universe. Right then, okay. You can go to any point in history, but you only have 10 minutes. Now, there are certain rules to this. You can go at any point in history, any place in history, wherever you want, but you only have 10 minutes, and then you have to zip back to reality right now. Where are you going to go, and what are you going to do for 10 minutes?
Oh, I can do a lot for 10 minutes.
Twice.
Twice. That's tricky. Can I only say one thing, or can I?
Okay, you can have a couple.
Top three. Okay, well,
give us a
First of all, I visit Cleopatra.
I honestly thought the first thing would have been Hitler. That's why I gave you 10 minutes. You can't kill Hitler in 10 minutes, but why Cleopatra?
I mean, Hitler killed himself in less than a second, so.
I don't know. It was a long walk in the bunker.
But I feel like it depended when I went to see Hitler. If I went to see Hitler in 1945, I reckon he'd probably ignore me, and because he's got other things, on his mind, like a gun.
That's the other point. How you're appearing from think of it like the Star Trek transporter. Yeah. You beam boom, you're there.
No, yeah, right.
So a pictured bodyguards would instantly shoot you as well.
Okay, yeah. So I Cleopatra,
right?
Definitely.
They think it was a god.
Yeah, and then I'm tempted to be Anne Boleyn, because I think she's the hottest out of all of Henry's wives.
Wait, hang on, I've got to ask. So, firstly, I take it this 10 minutes you're using to bang Cleopatra.
No, I just want to meet her.
For 10 minutes?
And then bang her for 5.
You think...
Go on, man.
Oh, wow. Barney from How I Met Your Mother's put to shame here. Rob thinks he can pull Cleopatra in less than 5 minutes. He's got no Egyptian money to buy her a drink or anything. How are you going to pull Cleopatra in 5 minutes? You don't even speak Egyptian.
With my, I don't need to. I just need to point at my crotch and be like, eh?
I love that. It's almost tragic. The only thing history remembers about Cleopatra is that she was just really horny.
Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. I mean, with a chance.
To be fair, that's really the only thing anyone remembers about Henry VIII.
Yeah.
And you just put it about a bit.
More than a bit.
Okay, so...
and my third one, to 10 minutes...
Wait, sorry, what was the second?
Second one was Anne Boleyn.
Why?
Because I want to see if she was like everyone says that she's like.
What, with like the extra finger on her hand? Or...
Yeah. Because...
She would have made a lot of medieval lesbians happy.
And because I think she's definitely like the hottest out of Henry's wives.
Or definitely over Anne of Cleves.
Yeah. Exactly.
Any non-history people have no idea what the fuck we're on about
exactly.
right now. Anne of Cleves was famously ugly.
Yeah. And then I would go to Sparta. Well, no, I wouldn't go to Sparta. Fuck, going to Sparta.
Yeah, you'll be killed on sight.
Yeah, I'd be killed, raped and killed.
In whatever order.
Yeah, exactly. I would go to Thermopylae, just to see...
Is that where the Athenians were?
No, it's where the Spartans were, Thermopylae, the hot gates.
Oh, right, yeah. Right.
During, when the...
and push the hunchback over the cliff that ratted him out. Just, you'll regret this, Leonide.
Just come up behind him. It was like, no. I just because I want to see how that battle actually sort of like happened. Because like obviously you have the Zack Snyder film, and the Zack Snyder film is based on the graphic novel that's based on the battle,
which is bullshit.
Bullshit.
The Spartans had thousands of slaves fighting with them. I can't remember their names, but
they
Spartans
were
had a
the
lot
Arcadians, and the fact is that the secret passage that was eventually the Spartans' downfall was guarded by like the sort of the axis of average slaves that like guys that just didn't want to be there. The Persians turned up, they were like, fuck this, like no, and it's like that was their downfall. But I'd like to go and see how that battle actually turned out.
But you'll only get to watch 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So you'll be on like a cliff, just watch for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd like to watch 10 minutes. I'd like to watch the 10 minutes of when the Persian general said, Spartans, lay down your weapons, and then the Spartans said, come and get them, because that is documented. Mainly because it's a fucking badass line.
I can't remember who it was. Apparently someone famously sent Sparta a letter saying, if I conquer your country, I will enslave you all and murder your women. And the Spartans just wrote back saying, if.
Yeah.
That is so badass.
They were very quick-witted, the Spartans.
Wouldn't work on email.
No. They were very quick-witted, the Spartans. They actually had like lessons to teach them how to be like kind of snarky. So
because strength in conversation is the exact same. Strength of the mind and strength of the body.
And it's like our arrows would blot out the sun. Then we'll find the shade,
bitch.
Yeah.
Imagine if they knew the word bitch, like Jesse from Breaking Bad.
There's a great quote from a guy. I think he's called Edward Longworth or something.
That is not a great name.
No, maybe not. But he had this great quote. There was a guy. He was a politician. This guy, member of Parliament. This is the guy, Edward Longworth or something like that.
Right.
That's probably not his name, but he's a politician, and he had a famously shiny head, bald shiny head. And one of his opponents came up to him one day and like rubbed his head and said, feels just like my wife's arse. And then, without hesitation, this guy rubbed his own head and went, "You're right, it does."
That's classic. That's a classic one. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Good choices. What's my question?
Your question is. Okay. Right.
I'm worried about that smirk you have.
No. I've written like a few down.
See, this is Rob prepares. I'm just bullshitting.
There are 3 people on stage that you are performing with.
Okay.
Who are they?
What am I performing?
You're performing just I don't know, just 3 people you would like to perform on stage with.
Okay.
Say you've written, a play, whatever the play is, it doesn't matter. But like 3 people that you want to like perform with.
Now, see, the obvious choice most people go for is to say Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, or David Tennant. But they'll all upstage me. I'll be the worst actor on the stage then. So I want Rob. No, hang on. I was going to say Rob Schneider.
Oh, okay.
I want the worst actors, so I look the best. I want Rob Schneider. I want I want Rupert Grint. And yes,
he's one of your lot.
Oh, do you hear that, listeners? Hang on a sec. What do you mean, our lot? Hang on, I'll do it properly. What do you mean, our lot?
Well, you know.
What do you mean, your our lot?
Well, you know, your lot.
Use the word, Rob. Use our word.
The G word.
Go on, say it. Use the word.
The people with no souls.
I'm giving you the G card. Use the word.
All right, guys. No, this note that this will be the moment that I get cancelled. Ginger. Sorry, strawberry blonde.
A fun little, while you're listening to this, guys, write down the word ginger and you'll notice there's the exact same letters as another famous word we can't say.
And now we're going to hell.
No, because we haven't said anything.
No, we have not. We've just inferred, but this is 2020. You don't need to say it in order to get fucked up.
I've got fucking, what have I got? I've got Rob Schneider, yeah. I've got Rupert Grint. Does it have to be another actor I pick? Yeah,
no, it could be anyone.
Okay, I'm Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder.
Yes. I've got all those three on stage and I'm acting
I did not specify they had to be real.
No.
Can you imagine fucking like going on stage with like Dobby?
I'd get bored and I'd kick him because I reckon he'd keep flobbing his lines. He'd be so nervous and apologetic. He'd be like,
yeah. Sorry. And then he'd beat himself up when he fucked it up as well. You're like, mate, I will do that for you.
He'd probably put his head through like the stage, the background pieces that we spent all night painting.
Yeah, he'd break
put his head through it. Oh, bad Dobby! Like, fuck off, you little overgrown tumoured rat. Yes, that's Dobby, a little overgrown tumoured rat.
Yeah, right. Fair play.
That was my thing. I remember watching that in the cinema and with other humans. Like, oh, Dobby's dead, and Harry's holding this little fucking lifeless doll he was giving on that set for the day. Like, we have to bury him. Harry Potter. It's like, oh, fuck off.
To be fair,
I would have just grabbed him by the legs and flung him in that ocean in the beach he was on, and then at which point you'd see two sharks dive into the water after him.
No, I bet I could have made money off that. Like to muggles, like you can fucking send that shit to them and be like, mate, this fucking thing's real. Also, like,
there's a deleted scene, Dobby's autopsy.
Yeah, exactly, fucking X-Files stuff. Also, I was like, Jesus, like fucking solid ass knife throw as well.
Oh, from Bellatrix.
Yeah, exactly, from like that range, and like it managed to just get in there. I managed to stick in him as well. You're like,
that sort of arm strength. You can imagine why Tim Burton's still with her.
He cheated on her though. No, they're not. He cheated on her.
Oh, how could you?
Yeah, exactly. How could someone that looks like Tim Burton cheat on someone that looks like Helena Bonham Carter?
How are we gonna exactly? Like she's definitely in my top 5.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But in her Bellatrix outfit, I didn't much like her in Dark Shadows.
No, I didn't hugely like Dark Shadows actually.
No one did.
The trailer was better than the actual film.
Isn't it? There are so many situations where that is true. A lot of again, I think that's sort of the point. Like the trailer is meant to make the film look better than it is.
Well, I think it's supposed to make people interested in the film, but when the trailer overshadows the film, then you've made a mistake, I think.
Back in the day, they used to do trailers so well. Like, do you remember Independence Day? The only thing you saw in the trailer was the White House exploding, and that is all they would show you.
That's all they needed.
And that made everyone like, oh, let's see how that happens. And then you see the films like, God, that was shit.
Yeah.
And Godzilla, the original shitty one with Matthew Broderick, that's a lot of fish. All they would show you was like billboards that said his foot is the size of this billboard and he's as big as this train and all that sort of shit.
He's as big as this train?
I don't know.
What sort of trains do you go on?
I'm not from London, users, can you tell? Because there are only trains in London. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so final question for you, right?
No, it's your question.
Didn't I?
Because I just asked.
Yeah, so final question for you.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said from me.
Okay, so you're about to die.
Yes, great.
All for it. You can only drink one thing left. This is going to be literally, the Grim Reaper has stood behind you looking at his watch saying you get one last thing to drink. It can be anything, I want to say that really emphatically, anything, what are you about to drink before you die?
Karen Gillan.
What, blended up?
No.
And was it like... What do you mean? What of her are you drinking? Are you drinking her sweat, her other fluids? Or...
Oh, either, mate. Either, mate. I want to fucking die doing that.
She's the Doctor Who one, right?
Yeah, the fuck. She's also Nebula.
From Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh. In my defence, she looks rather blue in that film.
Yeah, I know, because she's, funnily enough, got shit tons of makeup on.
I keep saying users like I'm fucking Tron. Listeners, little fact. When I was seeing Endgame with my partner, I did not notice Black Widow was Black Widow until just before she died, just because she had blonde hair in that film. I was like, she jumped off and everyone was like really...
She had like blonde tips in when she died though. She had blonde hair in... which one did she have blonde hair in?
It was Endgame, because I remember she died. Hawkeye was really sad, and I turned to my...
She had blonde tips. She was like ginger, but she had blonde tips though. She had fully blonde hair in, I think, Infinity War.
I'm not sure, but I was just lost on who this person was. I turned to who I went with, and I went like, why is everyone sad? Who was that? I was like, that was Black Widow. I was like, was it?
Yeah, man, Scarlett Johansson. I'd be sad too.
You know I love ScarJo, but I just had no idea. That's how worthless. That's not on her, that's on me. But, okay, but back to the point. You're going to drink Karen Gillan. Gillan.
Yeah.
You're going to drink a Karen. Ugh.
I'm going to drink a Karen Gillan. She's not like a regular Karen though. She's like above beyond. She's like the opposite spectrum of a Karen.
The only Karen I trust is Spider-Man's AI.
She's also Scottish, so you know.
I found that out, by the way. Spider-Man's AI, because we were talking about this before, was like Tony Stark's new one was Friday. Apparently, Peter's is called Karen.
Is it actually?
In his like Iron Spider suit.
That's some funny shit. Was that like before like the whole Karen meme came on? Or?
No, way before that, because it was back when they did the Vulture and all that. Way before the Karen apocalypse and COVID.
Fuck with what's his name, Batman. Fucking, he plays the Vulture.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. He's fucking funny as shit in The Other Guys.
He's hilarious in everything. Whenever he does comedy, even as Batman a few times, he's been funny. He's especially The Other Guys. That's what is it like? He's the police chief and he runs like a B&Q, like a hardware store, and he accidentally reads a police report.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's a serial rapist in. Oh no, wait, that's my other job. But don't ignore it. Like travel in pairs.
Michael Keaton can do deadpan so well. Like he can just say something heinous so casually. He's just so good.
And it's like I like watch some on YouTube like some cops and stuff, and there's sort of things like say like that's like sort of like funny, the fact that it's sort of like a commentary on like how policemen like make shit money, and so like they probably have to take another job.
Yeah, and he's like the chief of police, isn't he?
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, Will Ferrell was like was he like a desk?
He was like
he was a cop.
Yeah, desk jockey though.
He was like he like transferred from accountancy. God, that is all so funny. Yeah. We have to stop now, otherwise the rest of this podcast will be just quoting that film.
I'm a peacock, Captain. You gotta let me fly. Sorry,
I won't lie. The freeze frame bit in the bar, they go dun 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 dun, and they're detailing the story. Anyway, sorry, you're gonna drink Karen Gillan. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
You
right.
slurp her up.
I fucking will. All right. My question for you.
Oh God.
What is your superpower gonna be?
Okay.
If you could choose
any rules?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
like,
what
if you
rules?
had a superpower.
I mean, on the rules, I can have anything.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant like you could
like,
have any.
Obviously, is it like a genie's wish? Can I not ask for every superpower, or can I only have one thing?
You can only have one power.
I want the power to have all powers. That's the first human response, isn't it? Like, okay.
Power to have all powers.
I can have any power, but am I me? Am I in a superhero universe?
No, it's you as you are today.
And I get any superpower I want.
Yeah. But you can only have one. So it's like wishing for all powers means that you won't have any because you can only have one.
Okay, I will have the... Now, obviously, what's the first thing you think of? Oh, I'll have super strength. But really, no. I'll go open a door and I'll just rip off the handle. I'll go to maybe tend to myself and similar thing could happen.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, isn't it? It's like if you have super strength, you're like and you ripped off a door with like one hand, like people would want to fucking experiment on you and shit.
But
gotta
people
have
would
something
call
that's-
me when they need to move house because I could just pick up a couch
Yeah.
like, yo, bitch.
Yeah, but what would it be?
Would it be super strength not just on my arms? Like, could I just like squat down and jump across the world? Like, I've got
What?
super strong legs as well.
Well, yeah, super strength. It's not just in your arms.
Ah, wow, that's very cool. If I chose to fly, how do I know how fast I can fly? Like, if I choose to fly, can I only fly as fast as I can naturally run, or is there or can I fly 100 miles an hour?
I guess it's like a mental thing. So like mentally, you just like I want to fly.
Okay, then I'll choose fly. That way I can just because so far I know as you know I don't drive. And I thoroughly cannot be asked to drive. But part of me is also worried I'll be flying around and the RAF will shoot a missile at me.
Well, yeah, also...
Because I'll be entering airspaces.
Exactly. Also, like, you'd be, like, you know, like, people would fucking want to know why you can fly and shit.
I don't give a shit what people want. I just say I'm a god. I can fly.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Why not? I'll get my own cult. Think of all the marshmallows people will give me.
Yeah, because cults have worked so well for people in the past.
Oh, well, I think Catholicism.
Yeah. Jonestown.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know what
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Do you know what I would do? I'd have super speed. But I would enter the Olympics and outrun people just by a little bit. Like each time. So I would win every time, but I wouldn't like run circles around like, you know, Mo Farah or whatever. I'd go just a little bit faster, just a little bit, and still win. And then I could make loads of fucking money.
Yeah, but you're not thinking of the consequences of having super speed and using it accidentally. Because say you're at a moment when you're intimate with a woman and you're unconsciously using your super speed and you last 2 seconds because you've made 5,000 thrusts in the span of a second. That's how and you've killed the woman.
Well,
You've used like compound force so quickly that you've turned her uterus into mush.
God damn.
Like there, you got to think about that, haven't you?
I'd probably pause time then. Be able to pause time.
Ooh,
I think that would be kind of cool. Mainly because I saw Click and I was like, there's so much shit I could do, like, with pause time.
But you'd also fall into corruption and just mess with people. Like
fuck yeah, I never said I'm a good dude.
Pause time for 24 hours and just make everybody in a single town completely naked.
Yeah?
Unpause, everybody is now suddenly naked.
I think that'd be funny as fuck. Like...
I'd be corrupted too quickly.
Oh yeah, I know. And we didn't say we'd be superheroes. We said we'd have superpowers. All right, we could be super villains.
Oh, that is just too good. Stop time. I'm trying to think of a flaw for how that works, but any flaw that comes up, you just stop time on it.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'd fucking.
Because it's not something anyone could ever prove unless you stop time. Oh, that's a point. You'd have to, when you restarted time, you'd have to be standing exactly where you were when you stopped it, or you'd be found out.
Yeah, I'd probably do it in a place. I'd probably stop time like in a place where no one was, and then go about like my day.
But you never know, chaos theory in that. Say you walk across the street, bus is about to hit you. You stop time.
Oh, yeah.
Now you have to choose whether or not to die or reveal your power. Yeah,
but I'd go like to the woods, like where no one was, and then just pause it and then
do heinous shit.
Go and do. Well, not even heinous shit. I don't think. I mean, to be fair, I probably would steal a lot of stuff. Like
stealing would be boring. Oh, sorry. Do you have a black market fence on standby? Where are you going to sell that shit?
Well, not sell it. No, just steal stuff I want, like like booze. Probably just like,
and you'll get a fucking Tesco stock taker sacked because they'll think he's nicking it.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is that because then like it wouldn't be him, you know.
As someone that works for a corporation, I assure you, every bottle is tracked.
Yeah, but if one just like disappears and they have to like look through CCTV and shit.
FYI listeners, birthday cards in Tesco's don't weigh anything on the self-checkout. Anyway.
We allegedly.
Yeah, if you buy a bag of chicken and you put that on the weight at the same time as the card, I don't know what will happen. Anyway.
No, me neither. Me neither.
The CEO of Tesco is listening to this right now and thinking, motherfuckers!
I have a club card, bitch, so fucking leave me alone.
How many points have you accumulated at this point?
Probably...
Can you buy Tesco's?
I don't know, because I think they run out at some point. I've never actually used my card.
Then they... why do you use the points then?
Because I'd like to have them, because I feel that like one day I will use them. Like I
buy a house from
Tesco's.
Tesco's.
I have like this irrational fear that one day my card will have no money on it, or it won't work, and then I'll have to whip out the club card. And be
That's
like,
not an irrational fear,
buying...
Rob. That happens to me every 2 weeks.
And then I'll whip it out and be like, it's okay. I can buy the shit. And if I can't buy the shit, I'll be like, all right, I'll fucking suck your dick or some shit like that. How far are we in? I've already started talking about sucking dick.
Oh, yes. Well, that we usually start with that before the recording.
Oh, my God. We're 35 minutes in. Fuck.
And we've only just passed the question bit.
Oh, my God.
Holy hand grenade of Neopol's testicles.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
It is sexy. Right then, Rob. Well, that is all of the question points. Before we carry on, listeners, if there are any questions you would like us to answer for you, we will happily name them. Comment down below. We'll mention your name, so you'll get a shout out from two nobodies.
Yeah.
And we'll answer your question. But Rob, what are we doing now?
We are currently going to be doing the rhyming game.
Holy shit! How does that work?
Well, the rhyming game is very simple. We've got a verbosity card that
You
neither
built
of
that
us
up like...
have seen. It has got a letter on it, and we're going to reveal the letter, and then, whatever the letter is, we are going to try and rhyme as many words with said letter. Simple, easy to remember.
Dr. Seuss would be great at this.
Yeah, and, well, probably not. He's dead.
Just animate his corpse.
Reanimate his corpse.
No, not bringing it back to
Seuss.
life. Animating would just be moving his limbs around and his jaw and shit.
We could puppet him. Yeah. All right, and the letter is O.
Is this for me?
No, this is for both of us. So the letter is O, and we've just got to try and rhyme.
So what's the first word that comes to your mind with O, Rob? We both know. Oh. Snow.
Go.
Po.
Toe.
Low.
Glow.
Fro.
Ho.
What'd you call me?
No, the other.
So.
Ho. The other ho.
Ah, Soho coffee sucks.
Yeah.
Once again, we're not sponsored by anyone. Don't sue us.
No.
Crow.
Oh, that's a good one. Fuck.
I win.
Until I got that one.
Right.
That was a good thing.
It's the crow that always takes the biscuit into the lavatory.
Yes, as the old saying goes, yeah.
Is it an old... How long before a saying becomes an old saying? Say we created a saying, would it be like 10 years, 5 days? How does something become an old saying?
I think it depends how many people start using it.
Wankers. Well, does that make memes old sayings?
It depends, because it's like if we invented a saying that suddenly became really popular and we started using, it would become a saying quickly, wouldn't it?
Well, don't count your willies before they explode.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, don't do it.
Yes.
Right? Be adults.
I run out of fingers on my hand. Like, it's just exhausting having to take out the abacus. You gotta feel bad for the people that owned abacus stores and then calculators came around.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the first calculator store opened right next to the abacus store. Not on the other side of town, like right next door. Hi neighbour, like the Ned Flanders. Another day of sales for me, motherfucker.
Howdly doodly, Abercarino.
The abacus sales was just crying, whittling away the seconds on his little abacus.
Speaking of shit impressions, guess what's coming next?
It's time for me and Rob to do terrible impressions.
Yes.
I couldn't fit in an echo in my voice there. I'm still trying to work on that.
So, much like the question game, we're each going to give each other 3 impressions of people to do.
Oh, shit. Do you want to start with me?
I will start with you because You start with the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Dylan, your first impression is gonna be Marlon Brando.
What, you mean like from the...
Godfather.
So I'm not doing I'm doing a Godfather, but...
But it's Marlon Brando.
Okay, then. I'm just going to sound like a decrepit old man. It's going to be like... We'll send them a message when they came with news. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. And you asked me to take care of...
Okay. Yeah. No. We'll stop there before you get hurt.
I was starting to have a bit of
a stroke.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right.
Keeping it going.
Yeah.
Holy shit, guys. Sometimes me and Rob like to drink while we're listening to this, and we've been having a few beers, not going to name the brand, and out of nowhere, Rob's fucking picked up a massive bottle of cider that he had hidden. And
I did not have it hidden. I had it stored.
How is it cold? There's no fridge in here.
Yeah, there was a fridge in here. Look,
Oh, holy
fridge.
shit.
I'm not an animal.
Rob keeps fridges randomly in his living room, guys. That is what they call it. Kids call it swag. That is swag.
Yeah. Totally radical, man.
Okay, fucking 90s. Right then, Rob, your impression. I'm going to enjoy this.
All right.
Give us your best Nicolas Cage.
Oh, fuck, Nicolas Cage.
You can... And you're not allowed to just yell about bees. You have to give us
what?
You have to give us a Nicolas Cage.
Oh, you're a wanker. Okay. Oh, hey, everyone. I'm Nicolas Cage. Dylan, we've got to steal George Washington's fossilized cock. I believe under the testicles there will be a map to Benjamin Franklin's porno stash.
It's funny you say that. Apparently Benjamin Franklin was a poon hound.
Because I hear that old Benny F used to slay pussy.
Okay, that was good. That was actually quite good.
Thank you.
He's very out of breath, isn't he? He's always ran a 10k.
Yeah.
That was not too bad. That was actually much better than my melting Mr. Blobby. I think that was the elephant.
That sounds like
man.
Arnold, though.
That was more the Elephant Man. No, the Arnold. Wait, I'm not going to do that.
Get out! Sorry. No, we're not going to do Arnold because we've spoiled that.
Yeah.
Okay. Impression of...
Feel free to use any of the names I mentioned earlier because I can somewhat do those.
Someone will do some of them, yeah. Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Rob, you want to do a Matthew McConaughey. First rule of being Matthew McConaughey is moving your words into my pocket. Now, do you know what that is? That's called a fugazi. And I like to have a fugazi. And then 2 more fugazis. And then 2 more until we pass the fuck out. Because I was Matthew McConaughey before I was paid to be Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Yeah, and I've watched True Detective, and that was shit.
Oh, is that what that was from?
No, to be honest, he's on True Detective with Woody Harrelson, and it's actually really good.
Oh, yeah, I like Woody Harrelson.
It's actually really good because he's a really existential, depressing detective hunting down a psychopathic, murderously cultish killer in the South.
I mean, okay, so I'm not particularly smart, but what's a fugazi?
That
sounds like a drink.
It's a con, basically. Basically, it's like a scheme. It's like a mist war. It's trying to. A fugazi is. It's basically you're conning someone. It's a big con. The stock market is a con and all that sort of thing. It's all a fugazi.
Okay.
Fugazi. Right, Rob.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to choose fun ones.
I'll choose a fun one for you.
Rob, give us Sylvester Stallone.
Oh fuck.
Okay, here we go.
That's not Sylvester Stallone.
No, you're just a grumbling fucking bear. You can do Rocky if you want.
I'll
be Judge Dredd.
I am Look. And I gotta tell you something. I fucking ate a whole bag of cheese last night. Backed up like the goddamn fucking...
Is he from Chicago? Oh, you drooled on the mic.
You know, you're gonna die. You know, you get your fucking dick sucked and then you...
You accuse me of having a stroke, yet only one side of your mouth is moving.
Yeah, that's
right
what
now.
it looks like in fucking Judge Dredd.
Jesus Christ, that makes me feel so much better about my impression.
Jesus is not here.
God, we left God at the door.
No, we didn't leave God at the door. He chose not to come in. He was like, no, you know what, you guys, fuck you.
Okay, what's my last one?
It is going to be someone that you like. And it is going to be the man himself, Mr. Thomas Hardy. From...
Okay, thank you. Because about to say, if I just do a warrior thing, I'll just be grumbling and burping.
Yeah. From... Bronson.
So we're going to do Peaky Blinders. Alright then, here we go. I don't know how to do a fucking Luton accent.
Well, I don't know how to do a Stallone accent. I feel like I'm getting revenge.
He doesn't have an accent. You know, all you want to do is the versus alone.
Yeah,
just get Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm just about to swear my ass off. Basically, that's all I remember. That's the most quotable things from Bronson. All right, okay. See, I always fancied myself being a comedian. So all my life, I've wanted to be famous. I knew I was made for better things. Wasn't good at singing. Can't fucking act. Running out of choices a bit, really, aren't I?
Sorry, are you talking about us or him? A mirror just popped up and I was like, that looks a lot like someone.
You know the bit I want to do here?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Donald.
No, you meant to say Love.
Oh, is that his name? Oh, Love.
Love? Oh, Andy Love. Well, me and Andy Love here, I'm gonna break his fucking neck if I don't get what I want.
Okay, I'm gonna do Peaky Blinders.
All right then, Rob. See, the thing I want about you is I want you to try some of my brown bread. So, Rob, I make the best fucking... Oh, by the way, when we're talking about bread, please leave the dog out of this. I do hope you're going to leave the dog out of this, all right? Because he'll be very...
No.
If you give him some of my brown bread, he'll be very upset. And I'd be very unhappy to hear about that, because he's such a good friend of mine. So for being a cunt, that's an extra 1,000.
Do you want your dog back, Alfie?
Yes, I very much would like my dog back.
Oh, wait, you haven't seen season 5. Oh, fuck, I just spoiled it for you. That was a good thing.
Wait, hang on, he's fucking alive!
Oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Oh, shit.
Please, let's just move on quickly.
Yeah, we'll move on.
I'll kick his ass after this, guys.
All right.
Okay, your last impression.
Yeah. Oh, God, I feel like I'm going to get punished for spoiling it for you.
You really are.
Is this going to be really insensitive?
No, it's not. Please give us Maggie Smith.
Mr. Potter.
What the fucking voice accent is that?
Scottish woman.
Is Maggie Smith Scottish?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, she's...
I've only ever seen like Harry Potter, Downton Abbey and all that. I haven't
seen
Downton
Abbey.
It's like David Tennant. She can just that good. Okay, carry on then. Carry on. Scottish old woman.
Mr. Potter. Why is it that you decided to tug off Ronald Weasley in the boys' bathroom? That is what most people would call inappropriate behaviour.
You sound like a Skeksis.
It's not... and is not becoming of Griffin. You claim to be in Gryffindor House. However, how I saw you behaving in the bathrooms, I'd say you're in Backendor House.
You sound like a shitty puppet of Professor McGonagall. Like the Potter Pals thing.
Well, shitty, that's being kind. I feel that's been quite kind.
That was like how Monty Python play old ladies. Oh yes, I throw bad things together.
Maggie Smith is not old. She's in the prime of her
She'll
life.
outlive us all. They all do.
Exactly. The only person that will outlive Maggie Smith is the Queen.
Yes.
Right, people think that the Queen's like a lizard and shit, but she's not. She's just immortal.
Oh yeah, she feeds.
Yeah, exactly. Like you think that the dinosaurs died from a meteorite? Fucking educate yourselves. It was the Queen just fucking laying waste to big lizards.
Now you just that's pretty much like the plot of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. With Dennis Hopper and that was a thing.
Oh,
they made a live action Mario movie.
Yeah,
You've seen it?
No, I've seen bits on YouTube.
It is fucking nuts.
I've seen bits on YouTube. Yeah.
Right, those were our terrible impressions. Once again, if anyone would like to hear any impressions, leave a comment. How do we say this? Please don't choose any that would be more from certain regions we should not.
Basically, don't make us do really insensitive things that we can't do because we're white guys.
What? We are? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I just rolled up my sleeve for the first time in my life. I came out of the womb in a morph suit. I'm not going to say what colour morph suit because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit, I think that just made it worse.
No, I feel like we can say racist jokes as long as it's about our own race.
Yeah, that works pretty well because we've got all the privilege, so we kind of need to be torn down a bit.
I mean, there are some. It's like, what do you know why people and crayons are so alike?
Why?
The white ones are pretty useless.
Yeah, one uses them.
Do you know what a white woman makes for dinner?
Oh, fucking hell, what?
Reservations.
I guess we're wrong.
Do you know what?
Oh, God.
Do you know what a white person says when they get pulled over by the police?
What's that?
No one knows yet.
Okay, that was a good one. You lured me out there. I felt you honeypotted me. You slowly lured me out. What do you call it? Like when you're luring a badger. What's it like? Badger lure. No, it's like
I don't know.
It's called something like when.
It is called something like you shine like a red light. And then they're attracted to the red light because I can't remember why, but I think using a red light.
You crept me out and then you brought down the mallet. That was good. Right, listeners, we're coming up to our last 10 minutes now, so we actually want to talk about something quite intermolesting. And that is because we're going to do a little bit of opinion pieces. As you remember, last week we did the Batman trailer, which to this day I'm still very cynical about. But this time we want to talk about something very, very fun. What was that, Rob?
Well, we were going to talk about jokes and comedy of the darker, more edgy variety.
Exactly, because as comedians, we believe comedy is just a valid form of art as any other form of expression, and of course, dark comedy has its place with lighter comedy.
Yes, I believe that is true.
However, as we know, in this day and age where words like cancel culture and people like to spout off the term comedy is dead because you can't say what you used to say.
No. Problematic. I fucking hate that word.
But I would say comedy is just as expressive as it has always been. Obviously, dark comedy has its absolute place. Rob, what would you say is your most favourite dark comedy of all time?
My favourite dark comedy of all time? Oh, that is a tricky one. I think it would probably have to be, and even though it is a recent one, it would be Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, would you want to quickly explain to our listeners who might not be familiar with it what that is?
Jojo Rabbit is based around a kid who's in the Hitler Jugend, or the Hitler Youth. The Hitler Youth were basically what they sound like. It was
Nazi
young
Boy Scouts.
People. Yeah, basically like that. It was young people. And towards the end of the war, the Hitler Youth were pressed into service to fight. And it was a very tragic thing. However, Jojo Rabbit, based around this one kid who's in the Hitler Youth, and he has this imaginary friend who, funnily enough, is played by the director, Taika Waititi, in the form of Adolf Hitler. Now, the film in itself, I believe, is very good, because it does not make light of Nazi ideology. It does not make light of the atrocities that the Nazis.
Of course not. Otherwise, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah. But it makes fun. Well, I said it didn't make fun of Nazi ideology. It absolutely does make fun of Nazi ideology.
Are we talking in a springtime for Hitler sort of way? Obviously, for those who aren't familiar with that, the producers and that, like Franz Liebkin.
Well, yeah, in a way, yeah, because it sort of highlights how ridiculous the Nazi ideology was. However, it does not make light of the atrocities that the Nazis committed, which is a very tough line to walk, I think.
I think because they say it's impossible to mix tragedy and comedy, don't they?
I don't believe that's true either, really. I believe that...
I disagree as well.
I believe that, comedy exists in places that it probably shouldn't. What was that old the old saying that's like, if you can't laugh, then you have to cry, so you might as well laugh.
I have a similar phrase. If you can't laugh at the things you love, you don't deserve to laugh at the things you hate.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's a fair reaction to people that choose to get offended by comedy, because comedy, as we know, is completely subjective.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Murray?
Yeah.
Comedy's subjective.
No, it is. It is definitely subjective. And there is some comedy that is not for everyone, right?
Of course.
But I feel that the darker a situation is, the more I think you gotta make the best of it. And lots of people do that. It's like a coping mechanism.
I would very much agree.
Yeah.
Again, there is actually like laughter therapy, isn't there? Like a lot of psychologists and all that use comedy as a way to rehabilitate people.
And I like use comedy as a way to deal with like bad shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you and I both do. We joke about like the bad things.
Oh yes, me and Rob are horrifically repressed.
Yeah.
Well, we're typical people in the UK and all that.
Yeah,
we use comedy to stop us climbing a clock tower with an AK-47.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I knew where to get an AK-47, I'd probably get one. But
luckily there are no clock towers in our town.
No. People here, we're in West, and people near here don't know how to tell the time.
You just gave away where we're based.
Oh, fuck! I doxed us. Shit.
But I think it goes without saying that we're from the UK.
Yeah.
But funnily enough, people from the UK, it's actually believed we have a more darker mentality of humour, like more mean-spirited humour, as opposed to people in, say, for example, America, where a lot of outrage of comedy does stem from. Because a lot of Americans, for example, they don't even use the cunt. I couldn't be asked to say C word. I just did, but who cares? They don't like using that, and they find a lot of our like Blackadder, mean-spirited. Why is he being so mean? I don't get it.
I find that the word cunt, Americans can only use the word cunt if it's in porn. Like British person.
In what context, Rob? Please let us know. In what context?
Fuck me in the ass, you fucking cunt. Like that sounds normal in America, but
parents, send your kids out of the room now. Like this is Blue Peter.
Why the fuck do you have kids in the first place? You're gonna let them listen to this. You're bad parents.
Yeah, 57 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like cunt, like from in a British accent. You just bite into that word, and it's a fun word to say. It's so guttural and nasty, but it's such a fun word to say.
Well, exactly. It's all tools. Yeah. Tools to forge into jokes and all that. Obviously, a comedian goes up on stage and just swears. He's crap. Obviously, you need to weave context and situation together. You weave context and situation, you make it relatable, and people laugh. That is a basic formula of comedy.
I feel like swearing is fun, and swearing is funny, but like...
or is it fucking funny?
Yeah, it's fucking funny, yeah. Like, overusing it, and using it in the right places is good, but overusing it in the wrong places is bad.
If I may quote Brian Blessed, "Oh shit, I said fuck! Oh fuck, I said shit!"
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Timing as well. Timing is obviously very key.
Timing, yeah. But yeah, in the
timing.
He just whipped out his dick there, and it's on the table.
Hang on, let me drag it. Hang on, I'll get the rest of it.
Mate, you're gonna get splinters on the table.
Oh, I can't go a day without splinters.
Oh yeah, exactly. Be a real man. But on the subject of like dark comedy, and I suppose edgy comedy, is that nowadays you can't do anything without pissing someone off. You can't do anything actually generally without pissing someone off, probably.
Twitter.
Twitter,
you know who
Twitter
you are.
is a fucking... I don't have Twitter, but I know enough about it that I know that it's a dark place. And here's the fucking thing.
It's where people on Tumblr went after Tumblr banned porn.
Yeah.
And then they all went to Twitter and that became worse. There is actually, people might not think, like, so much porn on Twitter as much as there is anywhere else.
Actually,
so much. You don't find it on Facebook, but it's all over Twitter, I'm guessing.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
But I find...
What's that?
The idea of another phrase that I fucking hate.
Ooh.
Cancel culture. Now, I want to preface this with the fact that there are some people that do need to be cancelled. For instance, Harvey Weinstein. You diddle fucking people, then, you gotta go.
But that's the thing. We're cancelling him not because of his professional work, because of his personal decisions.
Yeah.
And no one should be cancelled for what they do professionally unless they, execute someone live on stage. Contextually.
With that being said, is that the fact that he used his professional work to abuse people.
Well, yeah, that's just abusing your position of power. It's not the work itself.
Yeah, but... So, you got to stop him from potentially abusing people in the future. However, what I hate about cancel culture, which I don't think is called cancel, it's more bullying, is that people say, oh, this person made a joke and it wasn't funny and therefore they need to be cancelled.
That's where I believe the hypocrisy comes in, because you're using it from personal biasm, whereas someone else could completely enjoy that joke, and what right do you have to take that away from them?
Yeah, exactly. And here's the fucking thing. Another word I said I hate. Woke. I fucking hate that word.
Be woke.
I'm going to say some shit that's probably going to piss some people off, but woke people, they are worse than Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'd say it's more people that identify as woke, because you get perfectly reasonable people who just aren't like sexist and racist, and that would be considered woke, but they're just naturally that. Anyone that calls themselves woke is a wanker. You're a hipster wanker, and you masturbate to pictures of yourself while looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
that's the only 3 way you're gonna have in your life, you fucking losers.
But I fucking... God damn, we do say a lot of shit. But here's the thing. If this pisses off woke people, you know who you fucking are.
Yeah, good. Be offended.
The difference is...
You're a fascist.
Right, so I said that woke people are fucking worse than Jehovah's Witnesses. Here's the thing. Jehovah's Witnesses, they can come to your door, you say no, you close the door, that's it. Woke people will fucking pop out of nowhere. You will say a joke and they will come up to you and explain how, what you did was problematic.
They're sort of like the Peter of comedy.
Yeah, exactly. They're
rush into restaurants and spray pig blood over you.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's like, I might have said a joke. We might have said a joke that was really offensive, maybe. And maybe it didn't land. Maybe it wasn't even that funny, all right?
Probably not if we wrote it.
No, probably not if we wrote it, right? Yeah, for sure. But the obnoxious arrogance of some people that will come up to you, that don't even know you, and sort of have this kind of idea that they're the arbiter of comedy and what's funny and what's not. It's like, that says a heck of a lot more about their personality than it does about ours.
I absolutely respect anybody's right not to find something I've said funny, because that's a natural reaction. I cannot argue how you feel.
Yeah.
However, you make the decision to confront me about it regarding your feelings.
And those are your feelings. Like you said, those are your feelings. So, I have no responsibility for your feelings. You do. Right? So, you need to... People, I just feel that some people may not even have been offended by said joke. However, they want to be angry about shit.
Everyone's a water fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say this as a closing thought. I would say there is a massive difference between dark comedy and bullying someone. Yeah. Like if they say a comedian, for example, if I go on an open mic night and I say a bunch of heinous shit and everyone hates me, that's my fault, because these people, it's an open mic night, they didn't come to see me. But if I'm selling tickets to a show and someone pays to come see me, you cannot get offended. You cannot be pissed off by what I say because you knew what you were coming to see.
Yeah.
I can't force my comedy on you as much as you can't force your feelings on me.
And I think it's like, you can buy the ticket and, maybe you won't see him and you got offended by what he said. But the thing is, you got offended by what he said. And that's okay. all right? But you bought the ticket, right? But you've got to, just because he says stuff that you don't like, you know, like loads of people say shit that I don't like, but, you know, I don't care because people should be allowed to say whatever the fuck they want.
I'd say the hypocrisy there is that you start off with a dark joke, that didn't bother them. Another dark joke, that didn't bother them. And then you hit the dark joke that then bothers them.
Yeah,
But
the
the
one
first
that
two,
touched the nerve,
the
you know
first
what I
two
mean?
were fine, but they offended someone else, not them. And that's where the hypocrisy lies.
Yeah.
That's the golden rule of comedy. It's been said for fucking years. Either everything's okay or nothing is.
Yeah, and, you know, yeah, there is shit that's probably, you know, in poor taste. For sure. But, you
Whipping
know, you
your
should be...
dick out at the Queen and saying, would Andrew like some of this?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is Andrew the gay one?
No, Andrew's the allegedly...
We say allegedly in case MI5 is listening.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know, because they're MI5. If you did know, then, you know, they'd be not a very good intelligence agency.
If this recording suddenly cuts short, listeners, it's because we were black bagged.
Yeah, or if you hear gunshots, then we deserved it.
I love the idea, but it still gets uploaded for them to hear.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like one of those creepy Joestown recordings, like you hear people's death and it somehow still gets released.
There are no brakes on this heinous fuck train.
We wanted to end it with fuck train because it got a little sad there.
Yeah, it did.
We've
we got
gone
a little serious, but, you know, fuck it. We chat a lot of shit.
It's I'd say it's an important thing, and we'll talk more about it, I think, next time. We've definitely gone over an hour now, so we're coming to an end.
God, we have.
Rob, any closing thoughts for our listeners?
Yes, I do have a closing thought.
Well, holy fucking shit.
I do. It's fucking nuts. Like, I didn't... Like, I have thoughts.
Holy shit, you're building this up, man.
Yeah,
You got to meet expectation. Get naked.
Yeah.
You never want to meet me at a nudist colony.
Yeah.
And that's just a general point. Right, sorry.
All right, yeah.
Closing thoughts.
Here is the closing thought.
He can't meet expectation now.
It's more of a question, really.
Ooh, holy fuck.
But we're going to do it. We're going to try and get through it. All right. Okay, Dylan. Someone breaks into your house. They are trying to kill you. All right?
Right?
But you're ready. What song plays as someone breaks into your house?
While I'm fighting them off and all that.
Yeah. What song?
I think I will have the opening theme music to the Teletubbies. With the names being called out and everything.
Oh, really?
I love the opening...
Dipsy.
As I'm strangling, as the names go, I try and get them into a headlock, and then with Poe, I try and snap the neck.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yes, just like that, and I'll try and keep it on beat.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
What about you?
Mine would be Why Can't We Be Friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Stab, stab. Can we be friends? That is beautiful. Alright then, guys, we've now come to the end. Once again, please feel free to give us a like, some comments, share this, pester your family members. I don't really care. But, like I said before, shoot us some comments down below of questions you'd like us to think, maybe some subjects you'd like us to talk about. Feel free. We'd happily give you a shout out.
Yeah. Stay young, stay gold. Until next time.
You've been listening to...
Laughing on a Prayer and fuck off.
Laughing on a Prayer.